Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. Thought I'd do a quick back to drawing board, talk about comic book shows on my drawing table. The Oppressors, my creator-owned comic book series, The Oppressors, right now, theoppressors.com. If you want to read Volume 1, and currently working on Volume 2, which is going to go out to patrons at makecomicschool.com. So if you want to sign up at my Patreon, makecomicschool.com, and The Oppressors Volume 2, Issues 1, 2, and 3. Finishing those up. Gonna be great. Gonna mail those out. And also provide digital versions for patrons, for supporters of my work. And thank you so much to everybody that supports my work. So Warhood was a really fun campaign. That one was successful. I was able to get those books out to people. Those books are all shipped. So yeah, so Shark Boy agrees that that's great. I like being able to fulfill as quickly as possible. I don't want to have people waiting around for stuff if they can help it. I understand, that's not always the case. Sometimes things happen, but I like to get my work out as quickly as possible, partially because I like to move on to the next thing. If you know me, I like to make comic books, and making comic books means you just make a lot of comic books, and so just making more comic books. I'm going to make another one after this, and then another one after that, and then forever. So jump on. My newest thing is always my best thing. So definitely check out my newest thing. And currently, The Oppressors Volume 2 is what I am promoting. Available at makecomicschool.com or theoppressors.com. And here I am just going through the Micron PN. Shark Boy's having a snack. Yeah, Shark Boy thinks it's funny. He's having a great time. So thought I'd shoot a little video here. And it's a rainy day. But it's a great day. Any day I get to draw comics and talk about comics, that's a good day. So I hope all my friends who are at Wicked Comic Con in Massachusetts is doing great and having a great time at that show. I wasn't able to make it this year, but I'm hoping the turnout was great, and I'm hoping that I can be there next year, maybe. I don't know. I guess it'll kind of depend on how things go, how the comic book industry's doing. Because I'm making comic books regardless. Whether there's conventions or not, I make comics. Whether there's publishers or not, I make comics. That's always been what brings me joy, is just looking at comics and enjoying comics, reading comics. So that's what I do. And hopefully you're along for the ride, wherever you are, whoever you are. Hopefully you're filling your life with things you love and enjoy. And man, what am I looking at these days? Joe Kubert. Man, I love Joe Kubert's work. He's just so good. And the thing about his line work, you look at his ink work. I heard someone describe it like, I think Bart Sears was saying how he's a big fan, but he's like, it's not pretty. Like it's not. You would never go, oh, that's a lot of 3D model there. It gets back to that idea of there's two kinds of artists: the kind that use splatter and the kind that don't. I don't know if Joe ever used splatter specifically, but his stuff definitely isn't. It doesn't look precious. Doesn't feel like he's really laboring over each line. Everything feels really energetic and spontaneous. And actually, there was an artist I saw on Instagram. He posted a process. It was like 6 drawings in a row. So it was like his roughs, which are very rough, his gesture drawings, and then his tighter, kind of primitive shapes. And then the third one was kind of like primitive shapes, but more like blocking out where anatomy is. And then the fourth one was like his rough pencils. And the fifth one was his inks. Sixth one was inks with color. And I was like, I like the fourth one. Those rough pencils. Like, I would have stopped there. Like, I think that, I don't know, to me, I don't think it improved by inking it. Like some people you go, oh, it's unreadable. Like this. If I didn't ink this, you wouldn't know what's going on. But there's not a lot here to decipher. I don't give you a lot of cues. There's some, I can see it, but I'm sure other people look at this and they're like, ooh, there's a lot of just pencils everywhere. It's really hard to tell what's going on. So I need some sort of defining ink line. But this guy's digital pencils were real tight. Or at least I thought they were tight enough that it was like, oh, I would have stopped there. That looks great. Like, just, flesh that out a little bit, I wouldn't have even bothered to do an ink layer. I think the ink layer looked a little stiff to me. Obviously, everybody's got different preferences and different requirements, but I'm always looking to try to maintain that spontaneous energy. And that's why I keep things like this to the side, right? Where it's just like not a precious piece of paper. I can just throw lines, put down lines, just overwork it, keep just moving the pencil around, trying to create something that looks like it's got some energy and some life and some action to it. Right? Like, okay, back to the drawing I'm actually working on. And you go, yeah, what was that? What does that feel? What did that feel like? It felt kind of like throwing this line and then throwing that line. Maybe throwing in some stuff here and feathering out of that. Yeah, Bart Sears has a few really great educational Brutes and Babes drawings books that are just really, really good. Shark Boy loves them. Shark Boy, did you like them? Shark Boy liked them. He's giving me he thinks they're great. Shark Boy, what else is going on? What? No, really? Okay, if you say so. Then what happened? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. So yeah, Shark Boy and Dylan Distraction hanging out, Batlantic Studios, making comic books, talking about comic books. I'm gonna go read some comic books. I might finish the outlining of this, but I might just stop here. I might call this good. But yeah, I wanted to let everybody know that the Oppressors is gonna be what I'm talking about for the next, I don't know, few weeks, I guess. What do you think, Shark Boy? You think people like my story, The Oppressors? Ay, that's loud. That's really loud. Maybe we don't bang that on the metal table. No, maybe we don't. But maybe we don't. No, but maybe we don't. Yeah, maybe we don't, though. I don't think it's gonna hurt Dylan Distraction's ears. Isn't that right, Shark Boy? So yeah, just making comics, drawing comics, talking about comics. So yeah, going through, roughing everything out. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna draw it all week. I'll post videos, the usual. DylanDistraction.com. That's my YouTube channel. Make Comics Cool. That's my Patreon. If you want to get The Oppressors Volume 2, Issue 1, that's going to be going out to patrons at MakeComicsCool.com. Dylan Andrews Art. If you want to see more of my work, Shark Boy is making sound effects in the background. Well, I'm doing the best I can. What else is there? DylanDistraction.com. That's my YouTube channel. Make Comics Cool. That's my Patreon. Dylan Andrews Art if you want to see more of my stuff. TheOppressors.com if you want to read the trade paperback of Volume 1. And BatlanticStore.com if you want to buy Volume 1. I got a few copies. It was successfully Kickstarter funded, and I got some copies. So if you didn't get one during the campaign and you want one, go right now. BatlanticStore.com. Grab a copy and sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to be drawing for you all month, making comics, talking about comics, and hanging out with Shark Boy here at Batlantic Studios. Okay, bye.